Every morning, millions of people reach across a kitchen table, scoop up a few white crystals, and stir them into a cup of tea or coffee. It is easy to overlook the origin of those crystals, or how a tall, grass-like plant transforms into the pure white grains sitting in that bowl. This is sugarcane. It grows in dense, massive fields of towering stalks that bear no resemblance to the refined ingredient used in a modern kitchen. Bridging the gap between this tropical grass and a sugar crystal requires months of biological growth, followed by intense industrial engineering. The process starts inside the green leaves of the plant. Using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, the sugarcane produces its own food through photosynthesis. The plant stores its excess energy in the form of a calorie-dense sugar called sucrose. During its early growth, the plant uses this energy to reach its full height. Once mature, it shifts its resources to packing high concentrations of sucrose into the central stalk. This maturation depends on the weather. Bright sunlit days and specific temperature ranges are required to maximize sugar buildup. The sugar stores months of captured solar energy, preserved through careful agricultural management. When the stalks reach peak sucrose levels, they are harvested, and the industrial processing phase begins. Because the raw cane begins to lose its sugar content immediately after cutting, fleets of loaded trucks must deliver the crop to processing mills as quickly as possible. Inside the mill, heavy industrial rollers crush the stalks under immense pressure, squeezing out the raw, sweet liquid trapped inside. This leaves behind a dry, shredded plant fiber called bagasse. Mills often burn this material in large furnaces to generate the steam and electricity needed to power the factory. In this self-sustaining system, the physical destruction of the plant provides the energy required to process its juice. The liquid squeezed from those rollers is a dark, muddy juice containing soil particles and broken plant fibers. The mill runs this liquid through several clarification stages, stripping away organic impurities until a clear liquid remains. To isolate the sugar, the mill must remove the water. The juice is pumped through large evaporators and vacuum systems that boil the liquid at lower temperatures to protect the sucrose. As the water evaporates, the thin juice condenses into a dense, highly concentrated syrup. This application of heat and vacuum pressure is the necessary bridge to separate the plant's natural sugar from its biological water content. Inside controlled vacuum pans, the syrup is pushed to a precise saturation point, where the dissolved sucrose can no longer remain in a liquid state. Tiny seed crystals are introduced, acting as a foundation for sucrose molecules to bind and grow into solid, geometric structures. The resulting mixture of crystals and liquid enters giant industrial centrifuges. These machines spin at high speeds to force the liquid through a mesh screen, trapping the solid white crystals inside. The remaining dark liquid is molasses, which is captured for separate use in food production, industrial processes, and ethanol manufacturing. The white crystals left in the centrifuge represent the final isolation of the energy the plant spent months storing in the field. The crystals are dried, sorted, and packed into heavy bags, ready to enter the global supply chain. This operation supports a massive international market. The agricultural sectors of Brazil and India currently lead the world's sugar production. Brazil utilizes a significant portion of its harvest for energy, converting sugarcane into ethanol fuel to power vehicles across the country. This dual-purpose harvest makes sugarcane a primary pillar for both global food systems and renewable energy networks. From these production centers, sugar travels through shipping lanes and rail networks to reach local grocery store shelves. It is a quiet end to a process involving massive machinery and intense industrial heat. One spoonful represents a months-long conversion of sunlight, agricultural labor, and mechanical engineering. Each crystal is the stable, refined result of that journey, delivered from a sunlit field directly to your kitchen table.